Alright, so what I want to do is show you how to get this over to an 8-bit document so you can put it on the internet if you're interested in doing that. What happens here is this is a 32-bit document, so what I need to do is highlight only the area that I want, edit, copy, merge, file, new, 8-bit, OK, and then edit, paste. Now you're going to find out that there's some stuff to clean up because what happens is when you move over to an 8-bit document, you're going to really see these anomalies showing up. Now, depending upon who you're turning this into, it's not very important that you clean this stuff up as much. Certainly you want to give them the best rendered piece, but they're not going to be using it as a transparency. So you could probably put this up against gray, and in most cases they're just like, oh, that's so cool. Just the fact that it's up against gray. So I might clean this stuff up just a little bit while I'm in 8-bit mode. So I guess this is my cleanup presentation phase. And this helps break the symmetrical stuff about the model too, where it's just scrubbing around, cleaning things up. You actually get not so perfect on one side and perfect on the other, and it breaks that symmetry that your eye is looking at. I find if I do take the time to do this, though, more times than not, they can use it with a transparency background. So it's nice to throw up on a website or something like that. If you want to throw this on a black website or a gray website or a blue website, they can make that choice later on because it's transparent. Okay, so at this phase, I probably will put a black background in or a light gray background, just to see if there's any more to clean up, because you're going to find that if you put it on a totally black background, you're going to have these things, or light gray background, you're going to have this stuff that you have to clean up or want to clean up that you weren't able to see earlier. So a great way to do this without doing a whole lot of effort is use Command, go to Channels, make a new channel, and then what I want to do here is fill this with white. Okay, so I do that by going into the Fill command. I guess I can actually fill it here. And see how I can see the variations of gray and stuff in here a lot better. Well, there's this filter called Sharpen, Smart Sharpen. And you can see all those gray values go bye-bye. Okay? Which means you can use this as a selection now and go back to your cleaned up or drawing. And if you want to clean up the outside edges, you can do that using the eraser tool. And I would do this only in the areas that, select inverse too. Sorry. Select inverse. I would only do this in the areas that you have the hard edge stuff. I wouldn't probably do this on any of the other areas. because it looks almost too manufactured. Maybe. Let me see. Could be okay. There we go. Nice sharp edge against a darker gray background. That's pretty neat. Alright, so that's my cleanup phase on the model. Again, be very careful with that because as you can see down here below, you know, things start looking very cut out when you do something like that, and you know, you got to take the time and energy to do it right. Do it with the eraser tool on some parts because it'll get too falsified. It'll look like you cut this out of a magazine or something like that, and I hate that look. One last thing, the blur tool really does a nice job of, you know, kind of taking and getting rid of this step stuff that appears. So sometimes I'll lightly touch, and maybe with a smaller strength than this, lightly touch only the very outside edge, just to get rid of that stair-stepping appeal. Then I'll zoom out, see if it looks good. Yep, I'm happy with that. All right. Very important that you turn in an 8-bit to whoever hired you to do any of concept work. Don't hand them a 32-bit. One, it'll give away your workflow. Two, not that that matters anymore because I gave away my workflow. But two, they might not know what to do with a 32-bit document. You never know who you're handing this to. Okay? All right, enjoy, and on to the next video.